Hello and welcome to Stage 3 of the Huayra Royale, where we are racing for our very own Pagani RR. This is an interesting day. There's some interesting things we can do today, like in this very first race. It says flee. What the heck does that mean? Do I flee forwards or backwards? And how far do I have to go before I've actually fleed enough? Well, this is going to surprise you. Let's just go back for a little ways, and you could go all the way to the start-finish line. I don't know if that's necessary. It just says flee. So, I don't know. How far am I supposed to flee? I think maybe... Is this enough? Let's just do a test. What happens if I quit? Well, there you go. You probably don't even have to go that far. Well, that one's easy. I just quit and I passed. This one, this looks a little bit interesting. Let's see what we have to do here. So I have to be on the lookout for a black Huayra R and tailgate it for 5 seconds. Okay. Well, do I have to catch up and tailgate it, or can I let it catch up to me and then tailgate it? Well, that's an interesting question. And what happens if I do that? Will I finish in last place or first place? Well, that's an interesting question. You'd think I'd finish last place. Well, let's do a test. I'll do a couple of donuts. I gotta find a place to park. I don't really want to park here. I'd rather try to catch the car at the back section of this track, where the bots have a tendency to overbrake, and I do not. I know how to drive this car, so I will not be overbraking it. But yeah, we'll get to the end of this long straight here, and I gotta find a place where I can be out of the way, because if they hit you, you fail. And believe it or not, sometimes they just plow right into you. They seem to not really care very much. So I'm just gonna park at the very edge of this corner here, because like on the outside portion, because they should be taking the inside line. I don't think I have to worry. So probably somewhere around here, although I don't want to park like that. I gotta make it so I can get onto the gas really easy. Oh, whatever, something like this. Now we're gonna warp ahead. I don't want to make you watch 3 minutes of nothing. Here they are. So I'm not sure where he is. Oh, I think I saw him. Yep. Ooh, scrape. See what I mean? Sometimes they don't mind hitting you. Thankfully, I didn't fail. All right, so I just gotta catch up. And at this point, I'm close enough to the start-finish line, I don't really care. I'll get in my 5 seconds of tailgating. Tailgating and drafting are two very different things. I already have half a second of tailgating. If you don't know the difference, here's a video in the top right-hand corner. You can check it out later, check it out now, or whatever you want to do. And that one explains the difference between tailgating and drafting, or slipstreaming. Now, I gotta get past this guy, gotta be careful, don't want to get too tangled up, because that will be bad for me. I'll fail the stage, and I'll just let this finish. Pretty sure the race will end as soon as I'm done. Yep, there we go. Not hard. I'm just trying to do, oh crap, it gave me first place. Oh well, maybe it's still registered I was lapped, I don't know. Okay, what do we have to do this time? Yeah, this particular stage, okay, here's a point of embarrassment, guys. I spent an hour on this. Why? Because I didn't want to podium. That's why. So, what do you do if you need to hit average speed, but you don't want to podium, which means I do not want to finish first, second, third. So here's the problem, watch this. I'm going to get into 4th place right away, and you have to pass 3rd place if you want to. You have to be at least in 3rd place if you want to finish with average speed. So here's the trick. You got to turn around, not hit anybody, and not go off track at all. Instant fail if you go off track. This is already getting very difficult. Driving this backwards. How good are you driving a track backwards? I bet you're not very good, because I'm not very good. So I took a while to figure out how far can I push this, and I make a few mistakes here. Not too bad, but you know, how often do you drive Le Mans backwards? And it's tricky. And then I've got to turn around, and this thing doesn't have the greatest brakes. Like, it's okay, don't get me wrong. And I've got no upgrades, right? So maybe you don't know that. No upgrades. No upgrades at all. Okay, now, I can't go off track at all. I'm going to try to push this back pretty deep. There's a section here that isn't off track, even though it looks like it is. But, okay. So, I want to finish in 8th place. Hopefully it actually registers me as being in 8th place. And I've got to hit that average speed target. I tried going all the way down the Mulsanne straight, like past the first chicane, till I was encountering traffic again, and getting all the way back here, and I couldn't beat average speed. It sounds crazy, but the more time you waste driving backwards in an inefficient, like, I don't know how to drive this course backwards that well. Anyway, here I'm hitting average speed. I'm going to lose a lot because I got to get on the brakes. So it looks really good right now, but you just watch. I start losing it fast. And I'm not joking, guys. I spent over an hour. I don't know. I get obsessed. See, there you go. I made it, though. Now, what does it register me as? First place? What the? Well, maybe I should have done a test in Cloud Restore. Oh, well, that's what I did. That's what we've done. Now, this one. This is my second attempt. I was really frustrated on my first attempt. Right at the very last corner, a bot hit me and made me fail. I had no tires left. We're talking like 1%. So, you better really get some gains on the first part of this lap. I think they have someone new designing these events now. I have not seen an event this difficult for a long time. I've never seen an event where you have no tires at the end of a degrading tire stage. So, you gotta really push it during this first section of Le Mans and just really get some huge gains. Even heading into the first corner, your tires are gonna be right around 70%, maybe 75. So, already, that's getting low enough. You're already having to back up your braking point. So I'm gonna push it a little bit. Let's just see how this works. Oh, okay, there's my braking point. And can I get back on the throttle when I want to? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, that was way too close to the wall. 67% tires. Okay, I'm now gonna have to start braking earlier. My brakes are great, but that's not the point. I need to be slowed down more when I get to the corners, because I don't have the same grip. Now, I've got a really nice lead. I've done a really good job getting that lead, so I can afford to be careful. But look how fast these tires are degrading. Now, don't you get me wrong. I like the challenge. I'm debating whether I want to buy upgrades at the end of this stage. I think I might still be in the 24-hour period. Maybe, was it 24 hours? Anyhow, the thing that sucks is that I'm resisting buying any upgrades. I'm hoping I can do this with no upgrades at all. I think that would be amazing. If I'm wrong, it's 10 ads per upgrade. If it's a 12-hour servicing window and you want to get through it quick, you've got to watch 10 ads. If I've got to do that for all 7 upgrades, that's 70 ads. Or I just sit there and wait 12 hours, which I'm not going to do. So, we'll see how this goes, guys. But I think I'm not going to do it because you guys really like to see if an event is possible with no upgrades. And I like to see it, and I like to push myself. Like already, I actually learned even more about Le Mans than I knew before because I spent an hour on the last stage. I found speed in some areas where I didn't know there was some, and just different race lines. Now, my tires are atrocious. Like, this is abysmal. I'm gonna really have to get braking early. And look at that, just stepping out in no time. If you're on tilt A, I don't envy that. Because if you're stepping out, you could be stuck sliding off track at this point. Tilt B, you'll notice I can lift and regain, look at that. Regain control, feather the throttle, I'm okay. No tires pretty much. Okay, I will be letting this person, this mystery person, fully catch up to me after the last corner. But look how much breathing room I have. Not much. So there you go, you really gotta push it at the beginning. No tires. Cool. Well, there we go. I'm really liking this. I like the challenge. I'm going to stay the course. No upgrades. We're going to keep it that way. So please join me for stage 4. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's the rewards. Please like, please subscribe. Here's the playlist link if you missed something, and some other videos for your fun. Bye-bye now.